One of the main attractions എന്ന് കുറേ നേരം കൊണ്ട് പറയുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിലും ഇത് കുറച്ചുകൂടി സ്പെഷ്യൽ അട്രാക്ഷനാണ്. കാരണം നമ്മുടെ കൂടെ ഇപ്പോൾ ഉള്ളത് ഒരു അഫ്ഗാൻ ഓതറാണ്. അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ ബുക്കിൻ്റെ സെയിലുമായിട്ട് സംബന്ധിച്ച് അദ്ദേഹം കൃതിയിൽ പാർട്ടിസിപ്പേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ വന്നിരിക്കുകയാണ്. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ കുറച്ച് എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ഒന്ന് കേൾക്കാം.
So, sir, my question is, what is your experience? Like, once you come here, you might be having some expectation about this fest because you are new to this state. And what is your experience? In like, this is the last day, right? So, what is your experience till the 6 days?
So my experience in Kerala just pretty much mirrors my experience that in all the cities that I've been to in India. Okay. I've been widely received. People are very excited that I'm here. And the best part of being here for me as an activist is when you have a person who is a lesbian or a gay or bisexual or transgender who's still in the closet, still in the shadows, who comes and whispers in your ear, I am part of this community, but I haven't come out to my family, my relatives, no one in Kerala. And I'm so proud that you're here. You're like my role model, my hero. So I'm not just here pushing an art. I'm here to represent for all the voices, all in the community who are still haven't had the courage to come out yet. So no, everyone has received me well, and so nice to see that there's, Section 377. It's only been a little over a year, and it sees so many people, even if they're not purchasing the book right away, they're showing an interest, and they're definitely excited about the future prospects of the carpet weaver, and definitely there are many people who are buying the book. So that shows that that spirit of liberality and open-mindedness it still exists. I had a 12-year-old yesterday named Ananya who became my youngest reader fan, and I told the mother, I said, this is for a mature audience. There's a lot of violence. There's some sexual racism. She's like, oh no, my daughter is an adult. She reads all adult literature. She's not a little kid. And I said, it's so nice to meet enlightened, Indian mothers. Also to see young children who are coming up to me and say, I want to grow up and be a novelist like you. And to see, Kerala mothers, just like other Indian mothers, are not doing that South Asian trope, which is basically a child must become a doctor or engineer. It's so nice to see that India has reached a place where now people are more open-minded and say, you know what, they're appreciating the arts. They're seeing that in the last 10 years, this is before the days when Jaipur Lit Fest started. Within 10 years, look what has been created here. So it's so nice to see that here in the KrithiBook Fest, here in Kerala, that there's a vibrant community of people who are actually wanting to read. And I think that more Indian authors and more international authors need to come down here, because they should not be looking down on any part of India, because this is the most well-read country. I'm so excited to be here.
Sir, your book actually, it portrays something like a controversial subject, right?
Sure.
So what inspired you to write a book about this?
Absolutely, yes. It is definitely controversial. My main character, Kanishka, is a teenager who is gay, ex-Muslim, and a Maoist. Okay. So he does suffer political, religious, and sexual persecution. And this is his journey, his odyssey to find freedom. Okay. And so it's a very empowering book. It's an inspiring book. And it comes from my own history of repression and the persecution that I face, because I share the same identities as Kanishka. I myself am gay. I'm an ex-Muslim. I'm originally from Afghanistan and a refugee to the United States. And I think it also comes from my history of unrequited love. When I was young, up until the age of 22, I tried to be a heterosexual, and I tried to pursue love with women, and it was not working because I knew deep inside that I was gay, and I was trying to enter a loveless relationship. And then ever since I've come out, it's been almost 2 decades, and I still haven't been united with my twin flame or with my tender heart. So I think that comes from it, and that's actually could be the best fuel. Look at Jane Austen. She went to her grave being single, but her romance stories still have captivated audiences for centuries. People are still reading Jane Austen to this day.
Okay. Anyway, sir, thank you so much for your precious time.
Thank you.
I will definitely buying this book.
Great, wonderful, thank you. And anybody who's out here today, they can get a signed personalized copy. This is your last chance.
Really? Okay.
Otherwise, will have to be another visit to Kochi.
Okay. great.
സോ ഇദ്ദേഹം നമ്മുടെ കൂടെ കൃതിയുടെ തന്നെ ഒരു 3-4 ദിവസമായിട്ട് നമ്മുടെ കൂടെ തന്നെ ഉണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ കയ്യിൽ നിന്ന് ബുക്ക് വാങ്ങിക്കുന്നവർക്കൊക്കെ ഓതേഴ്സിൻ്റെ വിത്ത് സൈൻഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഓട്ടോഗ്രാഫ്ഡ് ബുക്ക് തന്നെയാണ് കിട്ടുന്നത്. ഇറ്റ്സ് എ ഫാബുലസ് ബുക്ക്. അത് എടുത്തിരിക്കുന്ന പ്ലോട്ട് അതിനേക്കാൾ മനോഹരമാണ്. അതെ, ഇനി ഇത് കിട്ടാൻ ചാൻസ് ഉണ്ടാവില്ല. ബിക്കോസ് ഇത് കൃതിക്ക് വേണ്ടി എക്സ്ക്ലൂസീവ്ലി ഓതർ തന്നെ വന്നുള്ള സെയിലാണ്. ഭയങ്കര നല്ലൊരു പ്ലോട്ടാണ്. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് പെട്ടെന്ന് ക്യാച്ചി ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ബ്ലോഗ് തന്നെയാണ് അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ ബുക്ക്. ഈവൻ വരുന്ന എല്ലാവരും വായിച്ചിട്ട് ഫസ്റ്റ് എന്നാൽ ഓക്കെ ഈ ബുക്ക് എടുത്തേക്കാം എന്ന് പറയുന്ന അത്രയും നല്ലൊരു ബുക്കാണ് കാർപ്പറ്റ് വീവർ. ആൻഡ് ഇറ്റ്സ് ഓൺലി ഫോർ കൃതി. ആൻഡ് എക്സ്ക്ലൂസീവ് സെയിലാണ്.
What is your message? So what do you want to tell to the young community about reading?
About reading?
Yeah.
Well, I think that this book has generated a lot of excitement towards reading. A lot of young Indian readers were primarily driven to reading commercial fiction and mythology. But now we see the maturity of the Indian literary community, because now so many people are coming to literary fiction, but they want to read a literary fiction that's accessible to them. They don't want to read a book that's like talking down on them, or like they use such gruntillant language. My book is mainstream literary. So it's like The Life of Pi or The Kite Runner, so it's accessible to people. It still has the qualities of the development of characters as you see in a literary fiction, but it still has that cinematic plots that you see in commercial fiction. So for everyone out there, come and read The Carpet Weaver, because it will inspire you to continue literature. And for all you aspiring authors out there, you have to read. Of course, at the end of the day, you have to write whatever compels you to write, but there are certain craft techniques that you should write that get people excited to come to reading, because that's what it's all about.
Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. Anytime. Anytime. Thank you.